time. Today's program is going to be called Befriending a Dragon. And our book is going to be called How to Be Friends with a Dragon by Valerie Grabacci. Wouldn't it be cool to have a dragon as a friend? I think it would be cool. So let's find out about this little boy who wants to have a dragon as a friend. Simon loved dragons. He loved dragon toys. Look, he's got a room full of dragon toys. He loved books about dragons and drawing dragons. In fact, he loved everything about dragons. Do you want to know a secret? Simon asked his sister Emma. I want to make friends with a dragon, Simon said. Well, said Emma, if you want to make friends with a dragon, you must remember the rules. Ooh, I didn't know there were rules for making friends with dragons. If you ever meet a dragon, don't show that you are scared of him. Okay, said Simon, but I won't be scared. And don't try to scare him, said Emma. Okay, Simon agreed. I won't. Looks like he's making a face at the dragon, huh? You should try to be nice to the dragon, Emma said. Then maybe he'll invite you to his castle. I'll give him a big bunch of flowers, said Simon. You know, you'll be the dragon's guest. So you better behave yourself, said Emma. Don't swing on the dragon's tail. And don't hop on the stairs. I got it, said Simon. Looks like he wants to do it anyways. When the dragon shows you pictures of his ancestors, don't say they look frightening, said Emma. Of course I won't, cried Simon. I love pictures of dragons. That must be the dragon's ancestors. Don't act surprised when the dragon fries a few eggs in his mouth. After all, dragons breathe fire, said Emma. Okay, said Simon. Don't forget to say thank you for lunch, said Emma. I won't forget, said Simon. After lunch, when the dragon takes his nap, you really shouldn't try to wake him by putting a stick in his nose, said Emma. Why not? Don't you think he'd like a little joke? Uh-oh. That sounds like it could be a disaster. It's not a good idea to play jokes on a dragon. Dragons don't just breathe fire, they sneeze fire. I understand, said Simon. After his nap, if the dragon takes you flying on his back, don't forget to wear your seatbelt, said Emma. Okay, I won't forget. And don't even think of bringing that dragon to school to introduce him to your friends, said Emma. That's too bad, because I'm sure they would love to meet him. But it's okay, I won't. Oh, it looks like he was kind of disappointed. I'll just play with my dragon in my room, all by myself. I'm sure he'll love my toys. Oh no, said Emma. And don't you dare bring that dragon in our house. He's way too big to get into your room. He is a big dragon. But I really want the dragon to say goodnight to me. I'm sure he will, said Emma, if you follow all the rules. Okay, said Simon. I promise. At least I'll try. You think he's gonna follow all the rules? I kinda wonder. Wouldn't it be cool to have a dragon as a friend? He could help you roast marshmallows and you could fly around on his back. I think that would be really cool. And now we're going to move over and do a storyboard. Alright, so now that we're moving on to our next story, it's going to be about a very, very unusual dragon. And we're about to find out what makes him so unusual in our story, Dilbert Dragon, by the Tennessee State Library. Okay, so here we go. Dilbert Dragon lived in a cave on a hillside. Most dragons are happy living in caves, but not Dilbert. Dilbert was a most unusual dragon. Dilbert Dragon had hot, fiery breath. Most dragons are pleased as punch to be feared because of their hot, fiery breath, but not Dilbert. Dilbert was a most unusual dragon. Dilbert Dragon had riches and jewels. Most dragons are greedy and guard their jewels with care, but not Dilbert. Dilbert was a most unusual dragon. Dilbert Dragon had a lifetime supply of dragon food. Oh wow, that looks like a lot. Most dragons that have a lifetime supply of dragon food are happy because it's so scarce. But not Dilbert. Dilbert was a most unusual dragon. One day, Dilbert felt so unhappy and lonely that he left his cave and his jewels and his supply of dragon food, and he lumbered down the hillside to town. Ooh, I hope he doesn't get in any trouble there. Dilbert saw houses and people, and he smelled the most delectable smelling food, and he thought to himself, I would rather live in a house than a cave. I would rather have friends than jewels, and I would rather eat delectable smelling people food than nasty dragon food. Dilbert followed his nose to the pizza palace. So he walked over to the pizza palace and he took a whiff. The most delectable of all delectable smells came from the pizza palace. The owner, Mr. Arterio, told Dilbert that dragons weren't allowed in the pizza palace. But Dilbert went anyways. So he marched right over to the pizza palace because he just could not resist the smell. All the people eating pizza were frightened and they ran away. That is, they all ran away except for one little girl named Amy. She offered Dilbert some of her pizza. That was nice. So Dilbert and Amy sat and shared a pizza palace special covered with sausage and mushrooms and pepperonis and green peppers and onions and black olives and lots and lots and lots and lots of cheese. Dilbert smiled a great big dragon smile, and the people saw that Dilbert was friendly. So they all came back into the pizza palace, and they decided it was indeed something special for their little town to have a dragon as a friend. So Dilbert decided to stay. And Mr. Arterio gave Dilbert a job at the pizza palace. Wow, a dragon working at a pizza place. Dilbert used his fiery breath to cook the pizza in a jiffy, just like that. So now the pizza palace has the fastest service in town, and business is booming. All the children love to come and watch Dilbert cook pizzas, and Amy visits every day. And Dilbert is very happy with his new life. But then, he was a most unusual dragon. Wasn't that interesting? What made Dilbert so unusual is that he didn't like normal dragon things. He liked people things. Did you know it's okay to be unique and to be different than your friends? And if you don't like the same thing as your friends, that's okay. It's the most important thing is for you to be you. So next up, we're going to be doing a Dilbert dragon puppet. Y'all ready to go? Let's go. Okay, so we're going to get started on our craft now. Now, your parents probably picked up your weekly bag already, so inside of your bag, you're going to find a craft bag for the dragons. And in your bag, you'll find a brown paper bag, a bag inside of a bag, and you're going to find a dragon cutout, and that's going to be our Dilbert dragon. And you'll also have the dragon flame. Now, you'll also need some glue, something to color with, like some pencil colors, or some markers, or if you have some crayons, you can color with crayons too. And lastly, you'll need some scissors, which you may need your adult to help you with. So, when we're finished, our dragon puppet is going to look like this, where you can color the background and dress it up, or like this, if you don't like to color, you can just draw on it. And mine says Libraries Rock because libraries are really cool. So let's get started. First, we're going to color our bag. And you want to make sure that you have the right side. Since we're going to be gluing Dilbert on this side so he can talk, you want to make sure that you have the side that kind of moves up and down. So you can color with your crayons or your markers and just kind of make any kind of design. It doesn't have to be like a background. I'm going to kind of do a background because I think Dilbert would like to be on like a little hill. But if you don't want to color like a background, you can just color random colors everywhere. You can draw a picture. You can do some little doodles. Maybe write some funny sayings or quotes for Dilbert, like, "Hey there," or "Hi, I'm Dilbert." Or maybe even write your name. It's just kind of whatever you want it to be. You can get creative. So now that we got a little hill, we can start putting in our sky. Give it a nice little blue. And if you want, your sky doesn't have to be blue. Your sky could be pink or purple or orange. Because the fun of doing crafts is that you can make whatever you want. And things don't have to look like they're supposed to be. They can look like what you dream they would be. And don't forget to kind of decorate up here where Dilbert's head is going to go. Because you don't want to leave his head out. So we're going to make it just all nice and pretty. And then you can add different kind of stuff, like you can add some flowers. Maybe Dilbert would like to smell some flowers. And when you're done, you could have like a nice little scene like this one, where we got a nice sky, the grass, and some flowers. When you're done decorating your bag, we're going to move on to the next step, and that's going to be cutting out your pieces. Now, your parents may want to help you with this, or if you're with a babysitter or any adult that's available may want to help you with the cutting. So let's get started. Okay, so when you're done cutting, you'll have all of your dragon pieces. And then we're going to move on to the next step. So we're almost done, and that's going to be gluing your pieces on. So you can turn them around, get your glue, and we're going to want to make sure we spread it all over, okay? So we're going to spread our glue And I'm gonna do my body first and put my body down. That way I know kind of basically where I want to put my head. So now that we got the glue on, we're just gonna kind of lift up this little piece and we're gonna try to place our dragon body. Make sure to press it down like that. And see how it looks like Dilbert's standing on the hill? That's kind of cool. Okay, and then next we want to do our head. Make sure we spread that glue all over because you don't want it coming off. There we go. Then we're gonna try to get his head placed close to his body. Like that, and make sure you press it down again so it doesn't come back up. And last but not least, we gotta do his flame, because what is a dragon without fire? It's kind of the coolest part. Dragons can use their flames to light a bonfire or a barbecue pit so you can make some good barbecue or roast some marshmallows. Sounds like they'd be nice and handy to have around. So we're just gonna kind of put it down underneath there. Now, you can choose whether you want to put your dragon flame underneath and have whenever he talks, the dragon flame just stay with the body, or you can choose to put it underneath the mouth right there. That way whenever he talks, it kind of comes up and down with his mouth. Just kind of depends on how you want to do it. So when you're done, you'll have a Dilbert dragon puppet. And you and Dilbert can go play and talk and maybe put on a show for your family and have some fun. Well, that's all we have for today. So bye. Hope to see you next time.